welcome to my working from home video. My name is Graham and today I'm going to talk you through some of my role as content marketing executive. So as you can see here, the Do More With Your Money podcast. I'm behind the scenes on this, behind the scenes on Morning Markets with Jeff Casson, and also our written blogs. These are my main kind of roles within the business, and today I'm going to give you a day in the life of what it's been like working from home during lockdown, working on these projects. So the content marketing executive role, this is all the written communications, all the video communications. So when you're reading one of our blogs or watching one of our videos, I've been behind the scenes, I've planned this, I've filmed it, produced it, and then we've edited it, put it together, and then we present it across the True Potential YouTube channel, our social media channels, the True Potential website. So I start every day with some weights, get up nice and early, and get some of these in just to start my day, get the blood pumping. I'm too tired for a run that early in the morning, so we'll do the run later in the day. We'll get the weights out of the way and just get set for the day. Got the boxing gloves here as well, but I'm not going to do a George Bell because I don't have that speed and power, George, so we'll leave these to the side for now. In the day, I'd go to the gym before the office. Now obviously it's quite different. I've not rejoined the gym yet and playing it safe on that. So still just working out in the back. Get that done and usually start work around 8 AM. Get down to business. In terms of my lockdown experience, it has been different because we only bought this house in March and we only moved in 2 days before lockdown began. We didn't have any furniture. We didn't get a sofa until June 1st, so we had to make do and kind of like makeshift sofa down here with sleeping bags. We couldn't get a freezer delivered because people had panic bought freezers. So the backlog meant we only got a freezer in August. So these were things that were challenging, but at the same time, a few lessons learned probably through lockdown is that you don't actually need a lot of things. You just need each other and a roof over your head. So we've been quite happy through lockdown. We've made the most of it. We've enjoyed being in a new house and it's been fine. In terms of business, it's been business as usual. The job, seamless transition. True Potential Management were ahead of the game. They were fully prepared. So when Boris announced the lockdown, the next morning we were all at our new desks in the house, operating as normal. As content marketing executive, obviously that is going to be different because normally we do videos in the office with lighting and proper equipment. Now we just do this remotely. I'll work with Jeff on Morning Markets to get his recording across. I'll then edit it and we'll get that live. And it's been a seamless transition. It's business as usual, maybe business even a little bit better. So we've actually increased our video output. We're doing more videos than ever before. We've brought more personality in. There's a lot more kind of analytical content, and that's been really important for clients and advisors in uncertain times. The kind of intelligence and reassurance you see on the True Potential YouTube channel, it's absolutely essential. So first thing in the morning, I like to come in here into the conservatory and just do a bit of reading, find out what's going on in the news, what's going on in the markets, what's happened overnight, and just current affairs, politics and investments in general. I think it's really important in the content marketing position to be really aware of what is going on. That can then inform discussions with Jeff and the panel on Do More With Your Money, so you can really kind of get to the heart of the matter that the audience are going to be interested in. Yeah, sounds good. Right, thanks Jeff. I'll get down to business. Yeah, catch you later. Bye. So that's my little phone call with Jeff there to discuss what's coming up on this episode of Morning Markets. Markets are doing well at the minute. They're a little bit up, so we're going to feature that story today. So Jeff's sending me through the file. He's made the recording at home. I'm going to edit it together. So just editing Morning Markets now. Jeff sent his video through. Always very straightforward, Jeff. He's a complete pro. He's our main guy on video, really, and he's always spot on with these. Very little editing I actually do on Jeff because he's so well prepared, so well researched. He knows exactly what he's saying. He knows what he's doing. And I look forward to getting back in the office with Jeff because he's a great guy to be around as well. Off camera, me and Kitty will always have a chat and laugh with him, and you learn a lot from Jeff. So just working on the podcast now. I've got my camera and mic off. I'm letting the panel get on with it. I'm taking notes throughout because there's usually a little bit of editing with this one, usually some cutting it down a little bit. So just keeping note of like some bits to cut out, and also the key selling points which we can make a pitch with on the email and social media, letting clients know the great reasons to watch it. And there are many great reasons to watch this. You've got your chief executive, Daniel Harrison, investment director, Barney Horgans, Jamie Sexton, Rebecca Wright, some of the smartest people in our business, and probably some of the smartest people in this country, really, because if you look at the way we've managed things and the investment industry, I think you'd be hard pressed to find any better people than this. It's absolutely fantastic working with them, and I'm very proud of the podcast. It's done well. Clients love it. Advisors love it. And that's really testament to the people who are featuring on it. Like, these people are absolutely great. So we've had so much support from management. Chief Executive Daniel Harrison has implemented so many things for staff when working from home. We have a weekly pub quiz. We have a weekly staff-only webinar, which is not just a business update, but also full of laughs. I do work on a lot of the videos for the staff webinars, and with the different teams across the business, we've produced some absolutely great pieces of comedy, some musicals, just stuff to keep people entertained and keep the morale up. So I absolutely love that. And again, it's just working with people across the business, and that's just one of the best things about True Potential, the people we have. And even working from home, you get a lot of Teams calls, you get a lot of video chats, and we've kept each other's spirits up, and it's been an absolute pleasure to work with so many talented people. I do look forward to getting back in the office, because you can't ever really truly replicate that face-to-face contact. And for example, me and Katie in the office, we'll go downstairs with Jeff Casson, we'll set the lighting up, we'll film the video in person. Off camera, you'll have a chat with Jeff, and you can absorb so many things from somebody in that kind of setting, subconsciously and consciously, just being by around my mates and getting the crack. And I'm very close to my colleagues. The first two people who actually visit this house before lockdown started were Katie and Amy, two of the nicest girls you'll ever meet. And I look forward to kind of working closely again with my friends. And that's when the magic happens, I think, when personalities fit, when people are there for each other, they've got your back, I've got their back. It's when the magic happens. And I think you've seen that this year, like with the Do More With Your Money podcast, Morning Markets. It's a team effort. I couldn't have done it without my colleagues. Katie's right there in the wings with me on Do More With Your Money. She's like partner in crime on that. She's an absolute legend. Great personality, fantastic attitude, and absolute grafter, hard worker, does so many jobs. Really respect and like Katie. I just love working with people, and bring back the office soon as I'm ready to go now. And starting in September, we will be back in the office 1 week out of the month, 3 weeks at home, 1 week in the office. So that's quite a nice way to ease things back in, and hopefully back in the office full time soon as well. I have been back for a few days over the last couple of months, the odd bit of filming, and the setup in the office is absolutely first class. They've done so many things to make sure staff are protected and safe, and I'd like to thank Daniel Harrison for that. You can see like the passion and effort he's put in to make sure True Potential is absolutely world class. Thank you very much. So just off on a quick run now, probably 2 or 3 miles perimeter of these woods, and also Newcastle United's training ground. Run around that. Sometimes hear the players getting shouted at. So Newcastle United just here. I can hear some of the players actually. You've got the academy here, and then in the distance you got the main training ground, and looks like everyone's back today. So I'll have a run around this and then back through the woods, a few miles. Right then, I run down there, a good few miles. Newcastle training ground seemed busy when I ran past. Hopefully that's a good sign for the new season. Very lively. I'm going to jump in the shower now. All pumped up, always buzzing after a good run. Always feel really happy, positive. So career-wise, first job, I'd done literature and creative writing at uni, and I kicked off straight into a content marketing job with EE, which was rebranding the T-Mobile and Orange brands under their kind of thing. So straight away I was working on content such as that, bringing Orange and T-Mobile into the EE. And then following that, I actually went down a lot more of the kind of feature writing thing. I ended up in London, Sun head office. What a fantastic experience that was, given a little opportunity as a young man to kind of go into a place like this, trusted to even go in the kind of editorial calls with the editor, David Dinsmore, calling from New York. You had Rupert Murdoch, one of the most powerful men on the planet. So like, absolutely fascinating just to be around that and absorb life lessons, business lessons, and very intelligent people, very hardworking people. Yes, it's a tabloid press. There's a lot of preconceptions, but having been in the head office, I can tell you some of the smartest, hardest working people going. And being around that for just a little while was absolutely fascinating. Learned a lot, and the work ethic has really stuck with me. I work very hard, and it's experiences like that which shape you. Beyond that, I went into like online feature writing, sports and entertainment. A few years doing that. That ran its course. 2016, went travelling, had a year out. Actually, ended up 3 months in the USA, and I think that's also very important for career development and life development. Actually, having that time to see the world, understand places, understand people, and a little investment lesson as well there, because obviously it's not cheap to travel the world for a year. The reason I could do that is because I'd actually been investing since I was a young man. First job was stacking shelves for £3.75 an hour. Even back then, I was putting some money away in an ISA. And that's a real lesson to people, I think. No matter what your salary is, if you put a little bit away for long enough in a diversified portfolio, your money will grow. I put away little bits of my pay pack for many years through all those jobs. And it meant when I kind of hit a crossroads in 2016, I had opportunities, I had freedom. But anyway, back to my career, came back from travelling, recruiter got in touch about True Potential, went for my interview with Luke and Dan, and the rest is history. So I've actually been with True Potential for 3.5 years now, working under Luke and Chief Executive Daniel Harrison. And they really give you a lot of opportunity with True Potential. They give you the ball and let you run with it. They let you develop ideas such as morning markets and doing more with your money. I love this job. I love the people. I love the company culture. My future's at True Potential. I'm looking forward to seeing what's next, because we're just getting started. So back at the desk, you can see there's plenty of emails came in during my lunch hour. Plenty to do this afternoon. I've got to write a blog. I've just also had a blog back from compliance, so read through their notes, get all the written content in order. And then I've see there's an email here from Esther, so sort some videos out for Friday's staff webinar. Email from Dan and Greg. We're going to do a video on Friday in the office, so I'm looking forward to that as well. Get back to the office later this week, which will be fun. And then also some preparation to do for a charity day we're doing next week. So lots going on. Busy afternoon, get my head into some written content. There's another email dropping in, so let's get right down to business. And so another project I've been working on with our chairman David Harrison and Peter Bolt, head of corporate affairs, has been a community page in which David makes some videos, share some of his thoughts, create some posts for that, and it's been a really interesting project. These calls are actually some of my favourite calls, so like David's doing his video now and then I'll edit that together. What I really enjoy about this is like beforehand and afterhand, like David always gives you a bit of crack, he always gives you a bit of insight, usually sometimes even some trivia. He'll sometimes ask me and Peter a geography question. It's interesting. Little bits like this just break up your day, and it's nice to have that face-to-face contact, even if it's just over this. Like, nice to see a friendly face and hear a bit of crack. So working with people like Jeff, like Mark Henderson, senior partner, Daniel Harrison, chief executive, and David Harrison, it's such every day's a school day. You learn so much from these people. Me working behind the scenes on the podcast, off camera I'm absorbing so much information and insight, and one person this year who I've really learned a lot from has been our chairman, David Harrison. He's taught me all about antifragility, the concept of being anti-fragile, and it's a lot like lifting a weight. That kind of stress and disruption on your muscle makes your muscle stronger. David's deep thinking on this subject's actually really kind of made me think about my own life, and a lot of the kind of, I guess, tough times that I've had in the past, I can now look back on them and see like through another lens. Actually, it's what made me the man I am today. And thank God those times happened, because all the best things that happened to me came about because I went through struggles. It's something, maybe like a little message I'd give to anybody who is kind of
having a tough time right now. Tough times don't last, tough people do. That's something our chief executive, Daniel Harrison, said. And when you're in a tough time, you probably just think it's words. But believe me, it's not. There's so much truth in what Dan and David talk about. And my message is, if your experience of lockdown has been a struggle, there will be good that comes of it somehow in the long run. So I hope everybody who's watching this is doing well, is doing okay, and hopefully just take some reassurance. Life is like the markets, it's ups and downs. Take a long-term view and you will be all right. And a book David recommended to me about anti-fragility, I definitely recommend checking that out. I've read that during lockdown. And
right then, the working day is done. I'm going to unwind for the evening, chill out. Typically I watch some Netflix, or if there's any sport on, we'll put a bit of that on. I was actually in the office earlier in the week, and a nice touch from the boss. Luke's gave me this bottle of wine to enjoy. Lovely little note to Grahame. Thank you for your support over the last 5 months, going above and beyond with our videos and podcasts. Enjoy a glass on me. Thank you very much, Luke. I will. I'm going to enjoy this tonight. Actually, my favourite type of wine. Hope everybody who's watched this has enjoyed this video. And cheers. Here's to everyone, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.